So let's just check the homework. Okay. Can you please say the first one?
Kapazum no, a nasam.
Kapa Zuma Nasem. Okay.
Nasam. Mm-hmm.
So Kapa is
Father. My father.
father. Then Nasem is walk. Okay. Walks at the office. My father works at the office. So zoom is the preposition for at or in. So which one do you use? Walks at or walks in?
I put in.
In normally, yeah.
And what about at?
I had at.
I had at.
Okay. So in or at, in this sense, we use a. Okay. The preposition for this at is a, to show a place. Okay. Then what is the number 2?
Over to you, Tony. I can't say it.
I would say Kango Tampi Mangam Panasem.
Yes, Kangno Tampi Ngamdanga Nasem. Ngamdanga Nasem. Okay. Kangno is young people. Tampi is many. So we start with many young people. And Nasem, we work. We have walk. Ngamdanga. Okay. So, do you get this correct?
No.
Yep.
Well, from I put go in. I put many young people go abroad to work because I thought I needed to put.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It is okay.
Oh, good.
And the most direct way is walk abroad.
For some reason,
Uh-huh.
I put how many young people work abroad. I don't know why I turned it into a question.
Tampi, you based on Tampi. You see, in English, when we use the word abroad, you don't say any preposition.
Okay.
But in Teizang, we say namdang a nasem. Namdang a. Okay. But in English, since if you use these words abroad, then you don't need any preposition.
What's Tampi?
Yeah.
Steve, naman here.
Ole.
No. Naman here. Did you get this correct?
Ole.
This yes. You better say here.
Hey.
When you say ole, somebody asks you to do something like a request, then you say ole. But if somebody asks you an information, then here I.
Yes, I got it correct.
Here, manma.
Hey.
You better say manma. Okay, and the number 3.
Michael, what? Sorry, on number 2. What is Tampi?
Tampi is for many.
Many. Okay, thank you.
Okay. And number 3 is
Xingxiang Yakin Himutongai.
wow. When you say donge and it is the future. Okay. So
Future.
the future, but we start with we will meet at the church. Sorry, tomorrow.
I had tomorrow we will meet in the church building.
Yeah, correct. And a different way to say, but the same meaning, right?
I want to know what Phil's chuckling at.
You,
I'm checking with Celia. Celia's mixed up church and airport.
Hey, some airports have a church.
Meet at the airport.
the church should be very large.
In the church at the airport.
So, like, you can start with tomorrow, okay? And did you happen to put we for the subject?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And number 4.
Bun sung a pat tampi on.
Can you say it again, please?
Ah,
Can you say it in Teizang?
That's a mean. Bun sung a pak tampi on.
Huan sunga huan
One song.
Right.
huan sunga huan Huan
Huan.
huan
One.
yeah huan.
One.
How about this one? Can you pronounce this?
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. One.
One song.
Yeah.
The right sound for
Champion.
That's how I say it. Okay. Okay. Put a W. One. Yeah.
sunga. Park.
One sung pat park.
No. Don't use that the pa sound. That's pa.
Pa.
Pa. So huan sunga park tampiom, right? There are. Which this shows existence.
Many
Okay, many.
flowers in the garden.
Yes, good.
sure it's in the airport.
So
If-
you can. Okay.
Sorry, if I wanted to say there are many types of flowers in the garden, would it be any different?
Types of flower.
Yeah.
Then you say pa tampi before. Sorry. You better say like. So for the many flowers, we use pa tampi, right? But if you want to, if you want to put types of, then before tampi we say nam tampi. Nam is a
Okay.
kind or type.
Right, great. Thank you. I had both answers. So I
Different
didn't have-
types, different
yeah.
types, or many types, different types. The same. Nam tampi.
Good.
Nam tampi can be translated like many types or a variety of, okay?
Yeah.
And different types of, different kinds of. We have only one word for that. Nam tampi. Okay. And the number 5.
Do you want me to make you laugh again?
Okay, yeah.
Maybe
Your
I should.
turn, Celia.
Do you want me to have a go?
Five, what is that, Rhoda? Can you try again?
No, sabua tung koi o. No.
Sorry.
Shall I do it again?
Yes, thank you. Saying
No.
Mhm.
Sabua tung
Okay.
Does that make?
Oh.
Oh.
Naib sa buhay tunga koyo. Naib is your
Back.
Sa buhay tunga. What is sa buhay?
Table.
Okay. Sa buhay tunga on the table. Koyo is a kind of how do we say imperative. So just say put your back on the table.
Oh, I made a big mistake on this.
Oh, I got that one.
I got that one.
I thought O at the end was negative.
Oh yeah. You see,
So don't put your bag on the table.
O is used in positive imperative, but also in negative. For example, say it would be soy O, right? And don't sorry. Don't say it will be soy O vo. Soy O vo. Let me give you more example.
So how would you say don't put your bag on the table?
Then naib sa boy tunga koi. Oh, just use this form at the end.
So it would have a vo on the end.
Simply the positive is O, right? And if I put O before that, then the OH becomes vo. Or else the O song would be double. Like this.
And it doesn't.
O. It's very confusing. So to make it clear, we change the word vo. The positive is O, right? Say it, soyo. And the negative we put O before, and then this H become vo.
Soyo vo.
Yeah, depending on the sound.
And it doesn't matter how you spell it, with an H or without.
This one?
Sometimes you write it with an H, and sometimes you don't.
Yes, let me write again another example. Let's say
I thought you'd set us a little trap, Michael.
You fell into it when it wasn't even there. Well done.
I fell down it.
it here. Okay.
I think it comes up later on as well.
Yeah. Put is koi. Oh, okay. Koi oh. And don't put it here. And yeah. Koi oh. Originally you have to say like this. Like grammatically, let's say. The O is for the positive and O is for the negative. Don't. But sometimes it is difficult to pronounce, to say O. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, goyo O is it sounds very awkward. That's why we sound like O vo.
In my notes, Michael, I also found a reference where sometimes you have lo at the end, LO, for negative.
that not saying that?
In comparative sentence or just simple negative?
My notes seem to say that if you put lo on the end, low, it turns the thing negative.
Yes. Here.
So, for example, if the original statement
Okay, I see.
na ip sabuai tong a koi lo,
Yes,
whether that
and that is also, you see, the negative imperative, but it sounds a bit rude. So let me give you some example of negative. Okay, in simple negative sentence, we simply use low, and in comments or imperatives, low again. But although, so let me give you an example. Okay, my dad doesn't like tea. This is a simple sentence, but a negative simple sentence. So in this sentence, we say kapan tea is niang tui duk low. Here we see the low. Okay. Negative simple sentence.
okay? That's the the mistake I was, or the reference I was
Yes.
trying to learn from.
You don't speak. Okay, don't speak. Is that a simple sentence?
No.
Don't speak.
It's an instruction. It's a
Grammatically, we call this sentence imperative. Right. Then in this kind of sentence, we say bao lo.
Okay. You also have pao
Speak.
pao noun lo.
Bao non lo, right?
Yeah.
If you say non lo,
Stop talking.
and you have to put anymore. Don't speak anymore. Stop talking. The same.
Okay, thank you.
And then don't go out. Then go out is what is by suat low and by suat ovo. So this low and ovo, they are the same in meaning. Let me say, but the tone is different. I mean the mode. Let's say when somebody says by ovo, then they simply tell you not to go out. But when they say by low, then their sound is a bit imperative.
More emphatic.
No. How do we say? The tone you use to children, noisy children.
Like command.
Yeah, kind of command. Yeah. Let's say this low in the negative, like in it becomes a command. Yeah. But this ovo is a simple way of telling people not to do. A very general sentence. But if you say by solo, then you are prohibiting someone giving command. take it. Is it a command, or simply saying people not to take?
Could be either.
When you are a bit strict with the discipline and you're talking to children, don't take it. Then you sound you sound like it sounds like a command. Then you can say take is la lalo. Very short, and how do we say? It's not very nice to hear. Lalo. When I was a child, my dad used to use this kind of sentence when he did not want me to do something. I was trying to go out, and he said, "By hello, by swallow," forbidding. But la or vo, then the mode is, how do we say, more familiar? No, more friendlier and nice. It's a bit nicer to hear. I mean, don't take it. When you get angry, how do you pronounce this? How do you say this? Don't take it. When you get a bit angry.
Do not
Don't take it.
Do not take that.
Do
Do
not.
not take that. Yeah, that. Do not take that. And then, so when you say do not take that, and your feeling is like what? You strongly prohibit, right?
Mm.
In that sense, use
Lalo.
this. Lalo. Okay. Laovo. It's just.
Sorry, I've sent us off on a complete tangent with my mistake. Sorry.
Okay. And Laovo means it's better not to take, or I want you. I don't want you to take it like this. You are not angry. You say it. You say it like in a friendly way. Let's say. But in English, you how do we say? You change your voice, right? And do not take that like this, and the meaning is different. If you simply say don't take it, and we understand that your feeling is different, and if you say do not take that, do not take it, then listener can understand how you feel. So this is very it is a strong comment, let's say strong comment, low, and this is ovo is negative suggestion, let's say. Don't do it. That's giving simple information. And we have many different types of negative. And again, don't eat it, let's say. The fruit is let's say somebody is trying to eat a mango which is overripe. Then, brother, how would you say when somebody is trying to eat an overripe mango?
What's eat? Moo. Moo? No. Hey? Sorry, I've forgotten eat.
Nevi.
N. Sorry. Nay.
No.
I'd say nay. Yeah, nay low. But if it was going to be poisonous, so it would do you harm, would you use nay ovo?
No. So,
The other way around.
Let me tell you this way. Like somebody let's say a soldier or a policeman in Myanmar. He's pointing a gun at you and don't speak. And he would say, low.
Ah, okay, I've got it round the other way. Okay, yeah. Yeah, right, I've got it round the other way. Yeah.
And so if you just want somebody not to do something and you say, oh, vo, neo vo,
Mhm.
don't eat that. It's not good.
But if a child was going to pick a poisonous berry, you'd say Nelo.
Nelo. Very strong feeling.
Yeah, okay.
Depends on the child.
Depends on the child. Okay.
That's terrible.
I'm sorry. Depends on the airport.
Don't, let's say, okay. Don't laugh. What is the word for laugh? Tony.
Good question.
Nui.
I don't have it.
Nui, yeah.
Nui vo.
Nui.
Nui
Yeah.
ovo.
I bang nui na.
Yeah. Nui vo. Okay? Nui ovo. Don't laugh. Simply saying not to do something. But if the other person gets irritated and they would say, no.
Mm.
Strong comment.
Mm.
A strong comment. You know. Or they might get a bit angry. Steve, say him, yeah. Yeah.
This to me?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
So we have let me show you, okay, the negative forms we have in Teizang. I will write in English first. Don't go, let's say. So simply you say by lo to by ovo. By over. By that there.
Oh. 2, 3, 4.
So I have told you Bailo and Bayovo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say you learn these two, and the last two forms, da ve or da di, by da di. So the closest one in English would be Do you understand what I mean? Why bother?
Mm-hmm.
So which
Not
one is
worth
why
it.
bother go?
Sorry?
That's number 5, is it?
4, 5, 4 and 5. Da ve da di. So why bother go?
You're kind of saying it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
We would say why bother going?
Yeah, okay. Why bother going? Yeah. My mistake. and it's not necessary. Okay, it's not necessary to go da ve or da di. Or in some case, like number 4 and 5. Okay, would you mind not going? And for number 3, the closest one would be like, if I say like this. Do you use this form in English?
Yeah.
Please don't go.
Yeah, like please.
Yeah, please. Like this. There is a friendly way of, or like, it's a simple comment, but not very strong in meaning.
Or a request, not a command.
Kind of request, yeah. So in everything we say, we focus more on the feeling of the speaker towards the listener. That's why da, ve, dat, o, ve, ovo, lo. We have different words in negative. So I suppose you remember ban la ne ve, right? Steve, do you remember ban la ne ve?
I do.
So neve is offering, and before this word ve, we just put da. Ne da ve or o ve, da ve. Negative. Pai ve, okay. Pai ve or pai o ve, pai da ve. Kung ve. What is kung ve? Tony?
Sit down.
And we say negative. Kung o ve.
Don't sit down.
And kun da ve. Here, remember the word, the letter G is omitted when you say da. So, okay.
We're bound to.
If I got you confused now?
You
No.
have with that letter T. Yeah, anyway.
Okay, one step at a time.
Yep.
Okay, and number 6, right? What's that?
Tung kung ve.
Kun fa tunga kung ve. Kung ve is sit on the chair, right? Sit on the chair. The chair is kun fa, okay? Tunga is on the chair. Kung ve is offering a seat to someone. Kung ve, sit on the chair.
I put, why don't you sit on the chair?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Good.
That's a bit more polite.
Yep.
That's Rhoda all over.
Depends. Again, it depends who you're saying it to, doesn't it?
And number 7, what's that?
Teizang Fangong Seto.
The Teizang, right?
Ching.
Can you read again, Phil?
The Teizang Fangong Seto.
Phone on set. Oh, so call me tonight.
I put phone tonight.
Phone tonight.
I put phone me tonight. Yeah, phone's all right instead of call.
Okay. This is
Yeah, we would. Yeah.
I put I will phone tonight, but that's wrong, isn't it?
I will phone is a simple statement, right? But phone me tonight is asking somebody to do.
Okay.
And
So
number 8.
because it had an O at the end, I made the same mistake. Don't phone me tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But let's not go down that path again.
And number 8. What's that?
It's Tony's turn.
Yeah.
Ka Fong Subai Tunga Ome.
Ome. Ka phong sa buhay tunga ome. This is a simple statement, positive statement. So we start with the subject, the verb. Okay. Ka phong. My phone is on the table.
Yeah.
Rhoda, did you get this correct?
Mm-hmm.
My phone is at the table at the airport.
No, I didn't.
I put it's foggy at the airport.
Oh,
I'm just kidding, Michael. Sorry.
I'm not going to live this one down.
see, later I will give you vocabularies and phrases for different topics like weather and health and things like that.
That
I
would be
thought
good.
you were going to say, Michael, later I'll give you detention.
Detention. No. You see, like I used to say, when learning a language, it's very difficult to learn in like every aspect of the language.
Mhm.
For example, when we are learning English as you see the second language speakers, first we learn the structure, and then when we understand the structure, and we have to learn in like topics. Let's say topic on weather, topic on food, topic on shopping, and different topics like traveling, buying things, and seeing a doctor. So,
Mhm.
and even doing like this, we can cover all. We have to learn quite a lot. So some people would say, oh, English is learning English is a lifelong process.
It's for me.
But but in my opinion, I think learning a language, whether learning a language is a lifelong process or like a short-term one, depends on the level you want to acquire. If you want to know just how do we say, just a little, then it doesn't take very long. You have to focus directly onto what you want to learn, like we call rote learning, right? Rote learning. For example, some people in Myanmar, they want to go to Singapore and work in Singapore as a housemate. Then the language they require is not very much. Then we can focus on English on the plane, okay, and then talking to a custom officer, then at the airport, and talking to the host. That's it. We can write down all the all the necessary phrases and vocabularies, and then we practice with them. And then they can finish just in 1 month. So after learning 1 month, they understand and they know some English they want to use which are related to their job, but they cannot say any other thing in English except for what they learn. So the scope is very limited. But if you want to learn and if you want to know and understand in a wider scope, then you have to learn much harder and takes longer. That's the way of learning a language, in my opinion and my experience. If you just in Teizang, okay, if you just want to understand greeting, like say meeting people and greeting, then I can write some possible sentences and phrases. Then we can practice saying again and again, and then it's okay. But apart from that, you will not understand or cannot speak. Cannot talk about other things. So you can frame it as you like.
This is very helpful, Michael, because when we're listening to conversations now, we can pick up words and you get the gist of what they're saying, even if you don't know everything. So it's good to do this.
Because
if they speak slowly.
Yeah, it's just the speed.
If you see, we are focusing firstly, we are focusing on the flow and the structure of the language, like the basic principles, and which is, you see, the most difficult one. And if we skip this and then just go directly to the topic we want to talk about, then you have to memorize. You have to memorize the sentences and use them when you see when you meet people, and use and you have to speak as you memorize. Then it's okay. But if they speak more, and then you will get into trouble again. Okay, let's go on to the number 9.
Kapun bizu sung e e.
This is it is not a comment. It is not a question, right? It is a positive statement. So we start with the subject. Kapun, my shirt is in the bizu.
Wardrobe.
WORD, right?
WAR.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
AR.
Yeah. B. Wardrobe.
What's Celia got, Phil?
B. I got it right, Tony.
Oh.
Don't ask where the wardrobe is.
Wardrobe.
The airport's in the wardrobe.
Okay. ROB. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. B.
What is sung there in that sentence then, Michael?
Sung is for in or inside.
Okay, thank you.
License.
Sorry. Ken in sung license. Right.
Yeah.
Ken is I
House.
am reading in house.
It's canoe.
Canoe. Sorry.
Yeah.
Canoe.
Red Indians. My mother. It's all good.
You see, my mother is reading, and my mother reads in the house. That there is a big difference between reads and is reading, right?
Yes, in time.
Let's say, okay, if I say my mother reads in the house, and what do I mean?
That's where she generally does it.
Yeah, and my mother is reading is now, okay?
Mm.
But in Teizang, we don't have that kind of difference. We understand looking at the situation. But in English, reads and is reading is very different.
I was
Okay.
wrong on that one.
So is that it?
I got completely wrong on that one. I put who reads inside the house.
Oh, kanu. If I say who, then I would say kuan
Okay.
or kuain. Who?
Yeah.
Did you understand the notes I put before the exercise?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay.
Hatelma.
Sorry.
Yes, I understand.
Oh,
Hatelma.
Delma is enough. Don't put the subject. Just say Delma.
Telma.
But if you want to say me, Delma ingay. I understand. In response to a question. Ing, Delma ing, or Delma ingay. If somebody asks you, do you like this? And you say, Delma. Very short. If you want to put I, yes, I like it. Then if you want to put I, just put ing ay. Delma ingay. Yeah, I like it. Yes, I like it. But this is optional. You can either say or not say.
Telma Ingi.
It's very complete and very polite. Ingay, ingay, Delma ingay. So in the sky, how do you say this in Teizang? Let's think.
Guy.
Let's rack our brains. In the
What's
sky.
the word for sky?
Van.
Okay. Van
So van, the sky is you look from like your body. Is it above you or under you or beside you?
Above.
Above.
Then we put tung van tunga. But this van tunga can also mean you see in heaven. So in Teizang, it's very difficult to differentiate heaven or the sky.
So would you put sung for in heaven?
Tung van tunga can be in the sky or in heaven.
Okay.
But you have to understand which one the speaker means by looking at the situation, the context. Let's say, for example, oh, look at the stars in the sky. Okay,
Mm.
then in simple in Teizang you will say van tua aksi tapita kome. Van tua aksi tapita. Then when I say van tunga, you don't understand. You are not very clear. Okay, or which one, the sky or heaven. But if I say aksi stars, then you understand that it's not heaven, it's the sky.
But if you were saying that somebody was in heaven, would you use sum'a?
Van tunga. Sometimes we put this van tunga in heaven. When somebody say van tunga, then it is quite clear that they mean heaven. It's like the heavenly kingdom.
Mm.
So without this, if somebody just say van tung a, it can mean in the sky or in heaven. So you are not sure which one, but by considering the whole sentence, you can understand whether it's the sky or in heaven. So, for example, Pa is father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go te pa is go te pa, our father. Om is van tunga, heaven. This is the beginning phrase of the Lord's Prayer. So we would say, our Father, who, like this, or this one,
Is
Who is
who is in heaven, like this. Then, here, Van Tung, you are not sure whether it is the sky or heaven. But the word our Father shows that what I mean is not the sky. It is heaven. By looking at the whole sentence, by considering the whole sentence, then we can understand that it is not a simple sky. It is the heaven. And let me give you a different one. Lang is fly.
birds?
Celia knows that.
What is the word for sava?
Birds.
Birds. Birds
Bird.
fly. Here, van up. Is it birds fly in the sky or in heaven?
In the sky.
Sky.
Mm.
So we understand that this van means in the sky because we see birds or fly. So according to this, looking at the context, we see that birds fly in the sky, not heaven.
Mm.
Vana kimule. Le is again, okay? Mu is see or meet.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
in is future. Then we will meet again in the sky or in heaven.
Heaven. Oh,
How do you know? How do you know I
But-
mean heaven?
how do I know you'll be in heaven? Because you believe in Jesus.
That's no.
You trusted Jesus. Oh, I see what you mean. Because we're going to meet there.
Yep. Yeah, Vana. Okay, this one. Vana. How do you know I mean heaven? Not the sky.
Because we're not going to meet in the sky.
Exactly. So we understand from the context. When we die, after we die, we will meet again in heaven. This is what we know. We never meet in the sky.
So there's quite a few scriptures that speak about the heavens in plural. But
Okay.
we have a plural.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
And what about the heavens?
Mm.
Okay. Plurals. So the heavens. Okay. The heavens. So Vana is for in the sky or in the heavens. But we understand here, Vana is for in the sky because we see birds and fly. But in the second, this Vana doesn't mean the sky because we have the word like meet again.
Yep.
Then we understand that it is in the heavens.
Mhm.
Steve, yeah. Not bien, yeah.
I'm a little lost, to be honest,
Okay.
with
Yeah.
yeah, you could tell.
I could tell looking at it, looking at your face.
Yeah. So I don't see the distinction between van meaning the sky or the heaven, and I didn't get the response to Phil's question about plural heavens. But maybe I lost concentration. Sorry.
I understood that the difference between sky and heaven is in context. So you look at the context, and that's how you understand whether it's sky or heaven.
So,
When the trumpet sounds, we'll meet the Lord in the heavens, in heaven.
That's right. In
I
the
will
air.
write. I will write some. Okay, I will write like this. In the sky or in heavens?
Both.
That's why I think I was a bit confused, because we will meet him in the air, won't we?
Yeah, that's why I was confused with that.
I think this is the confusion, that the Bible talks about at least three heavens. There's the one that the birds fly in, and then there's the planets circulate in, and then there's something beyond that where the throne of God is. So there's all these different bands.
And which one will we
yes,
meet?
I have understood why you got this wrong. You think too deeply.
That was Steve's problem. He wasn't confused. He was just thinking deeply.
Yeah.
No, I was confused.
So, let's say rainbow in. Do you say this a type of heaven?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first heaven, right?
So that's pen R.
In Teizang, every type is van. But in English, you have to differentiate. Rainbow, let's say rainbow, stars, birds. Sorry.
God.
Kite. Then remember, the van is sky.
Okay.
When you see these words, and van, when in Teizang people, if I say van and you see this one of these words, remember that I mean the sky.
Okay.
Except if I say van and you see some words like God or spirit or angels and things like that, then I mean heaven, the heaven.
Yeah. The same word, different context.
Yeah.
Michael, can I just ask, I hope it's not going to confuse even more, but you know how you told us that when we talk about something that's inside something, in a box or something, so it's sung, sung are. So if we were going to say our friends, our loved one has gone to be in heaven, would you not use sung there?
No.
Because it's inside. No.
No.
Still use van. Tong.
Van.
Tong.
Not
van stung.
The reason we use tung is we see the heaven is above us.
Okay. All right.
But you can simply say van.
I'm done.
Right.
This tung shows the way we look at, the way we see the heaven. Because in Teizang we see it above us. That's why we put tung up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got a whole new appreciation of the word van.
Yeah.
Over here, the little white things that get in the way on the road.
You see, there are some times that we have to guess the meaning by looking at the context. You see, we have similar problems when we learn English language. Let me give you one. Waiting room. The waiting room. Where do you find or hear or see this word? The waiting
room. See it on Zoom now.
Sorry? Zoom?
On Zoom, yeah.
And when you see a doctor,
yeah,
and it's not your turn to meet him yet, right?
Yeah.
We have waiting room. But when you are waiting for your bus at the station, or at the train station, or at the airport, you are waiting there in a room, but you don't say the waiting room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depart along. Bus, train, flight.
Airport.
Airport. Airport. And one thing a lot of people usually get confused when learning English is dressing. Generally when people see the word dressing, So the first thing that comes to our mind is clothes, shirts. But we say dressing room. Oh, sorry, dressing room. What is dressing room, Tony? Can you explain?
It's not a term we would probably use very often, I think.
Yep.
Um,
You say changing room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, changing room is better. Yeah.
Posh people with
That-
big houses have dressing rooms.
Sorry, Rhoda.
Posh people with big houses sometimes have a dressing room.
Okay.
Wealthy people.
We have people to dress.
Mhm. And dressing. The word dressing can have multiple meanings. I suppose.
Mm.
Like when you go to hospital for minor injury,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
they put some medicines in your
Oh yeah.
then we say that dressing, right?
Yeah. Bandage.
Band-aids. And then what is do you have the dressing in restaurant?
Oh yes, sauces
Yeah, sauces,
or oils. Mm.
oils.
Mm.
So this is what confuses a lot of non-English people, because we focus only this single word dressing. Then the dressing room, dressing in the at the doctor's or in the restaurant, the meaning is different. Um, what's this? Steve.
Correct.
What is this?
I don't know.
Whoa. In English, I mean.
In English, it's the thing between your hand and your shoulder.
This one?
Yeah,
Okay.
between here and here.
Oh, this one. Right
I
here.
don't know what it is in Teizang. Sorry.
The whole
This
thing
one? The whole thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Arm.
from shoulder to wrist.
Ban.
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 And in military use, what does arms mean?
Ah,
Guns,
no, arms
Oh.
is guns and things.
weapons.
Weapons. Is it always in plurals?
Oh, it's when you use both arms.
Okay. Arm. Okay. Armed force. Arms. Arm.
Hmm.
Like this. You have the same word with different meanings.
Yeah.
You have to guess. When somebody say, "Oh, my arm hurts," okay, my arm is killing me. Let's say, then I don't mean gun or anything like that.
So these are the same words in Teizang for waiting, dressing, arm, although they're different words in English.
So van, like the one we were struggling.
For heaven,
Van is
sky.
for heaven or it's for sky. In the same way, this arm can be this one, or it can be a gun. Depending on the situation, looking at the context, we have to understand which one the speaker is trying to say. Armed force, then not just as your arms you have. It's those force carrying guns. Okay, unarmed civilians means without weapons, like this.
Yep.
One word 2 or 3 meanings. It's very confusing. Okay.
Sorry, are you talking about using the Teizang word ban, meaning guns or the arm on your?
No. The arm. The arm can mean 2 things, right? Can have 2 meanings.
In
The arm,
English?
yeah, in English.
Okay.
Like this,
Mm.
the Teizang
Yeah.
word for ban can have 2 English meanings. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm.
That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
I've got it.
And on dates, let's say. Dates and time. I suppose in English you have like on Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
At 7:30 p.m. So this on is for dates. At is for the hour, let's say, time. But in Teizang, for date, we say 将，你将。你将。If I say 将, then the day is for the future day. I will come on Monday. When I say I will come on Monday, and I'm talking about the future time, then I say 你将. But if I say like only, then it's not about the future. So let me write in English and Teizang. I go to the park on Saturday. This is not the future. Okay, it is a general thing. I generally go to the park on Saturday, so I simply use okay, sunny nia ni okay, sunny is Saturday. So since we are talking about the date, we say sunny ni okay, sunny ni paคนไป. Then I will write again. I will come on Sunday. Then this sentence is not about general thing. It is about the future time. So let's say this. Okay. 都帮你讲，拜托你。你讲 is for future. 你is not about the future. Maybe the past or general one.
Okay.
你讲。
That was number 12, wasn't it?
I arrived in Yangon on Sunday. So this Sunday is about the past. We are talking about past date. Then Okay, Dopa Nia Yang Gudu. Dopa we say Nia because the date Sunday is the past. But here I will come on Sunday. The date Sunday is the future date. So we say Ni Jiang. Tony. Yeah.
Don't mind. Yeah, don't mind.
Steve?
Teizang.
Is it confusing?
Kalma.
So Jiang and Ah. That's okay. And let's talk about time. Okay. At 7:30 p.m. In English, you always say at. Okay, before this time, but yeah, we have at 8 p.m. also at 8 p.m. But the time is different. The first one is the future. I will phone you at 8 p.m. Okay, it is the future. I saw him at 8 p.m. It is the past. So when you write this when you all say this in Teizang, Nai Liat Jiang Feng Set Dong A. Nai Liat. Liat is 8, okay? Nai Liat is 8 o'clock. Nai Liat Jiang Feng Set Dong A. Because this is a future time. Then the second one. Nai Liat A. We use because the time word is the past time. Rhoda, do you understand?
Ish.
Well, if there is something that you do not clearly understand, feel free to say, okay?
I think I got that, but my problem is remembering it.
Remembering is But if you understand when we're learning, then this a good one, and remembering will come later because you have very few, how do we say, very few practice or contact in Teizang. That's why.
Yeah, as when you're, I do find that when you're telling something that you've told us before, I don't understand to begin with, and then I remember what you told us.
So
but it does happen.
I'm ever so slightly terrified of arriving in the Chin Hills and just nothing has stuck. And I find even things I know, when you say them quickly, I just have no clue. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity to practice. But
that'll be
dead stiff.
Yeah.
You see,
I'm sure we'll be toning, Steve. All of us.
a lot of people in Myanmar, when you speak to them, and when you write a letter, they understand the written language easier. They will think, oh, if you write, they will understand. But if you speak, and they will have problem understanding. So I have seen and I have known lots of.
so I have to get around with a little whiteboard and a pen.
No. This is the experience a lot of people in Myanmar have when we begin learning English. You see, a lot of people in Myanmar when they went to went to Malaysia or Singapore, at the Singapore International Airport, they had to go through the custom immigration office, and when the custom officers would speak to them in English, they did not understand, and they just took out a book and then please write, and he wrote, and they look at, oh, they understood.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm worried for poor Celia when we get to Mumbai next time, because she's just going to be constantly going to the airport. Where are you having the remembrance tomorrow? In the airport.
Okay, I've got Michael's mobile number on the bottom here on that last question. Did you see that? What is that? Did you get that on your question after number?
Yeah.
I just assumed it was Tony's bank statement got mixed up.
So are we done with the homework?
No, two more.
Two more?
We've done them really, haven't we?
Oh, we've done them. Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know whether we did the bus leaves at 2 o'clock.
We haven't done 11 and 12. Yeah.
11 and 12. Okay.
Yeah.
11. The bus leaves.
Nani amoto pai he.
Yeah.
Yeah.
90 are. So
Yeah.
the bus leaves at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
We don't say p.m. or a.m. in Teizang. We just understand based on the time you say. If you say 90 in the morning, then you're talking about 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to emphasize, you can say Jing Sang. Oh, sorry. Jing Sang Nai Ni is 2 a.m. The dark Nai Ni is 2 p.m.
So I got the bus leaves at 2 o'clock, but I was wondering how to say the bus left at 2 o'clock.
That's
Say.
right.
Past tense. And I think we've just covered that with I saw him at 8.
Mm-hmm.
And we had
So the bus
at
left.
tomorrow.
The bus left at 2 p.m. Right? Still.
Mm.
Then motor 9 by. Then we simply in Kalimio and especially in Moonlight, the bus never leaves in the morning at 2 a.m. When you say motor 9 by, and everybody will understand 2 p.m. Okay, but if you want to emphasize that is the past, then you say nitak 9 by. Then this in English you have the past verb left, but in Teizang no past verb, just simple verb. But nitak 9 shows that it is the past tense. You have to consider the time units. Here in the question 11, the bus leaves at 2 p.m. This is a general thing, right? Because we have leaves. It leaves at 2 p.m. like every day. But here in the bus left at 2 p.m., we can understand that it is the past. So to show that it is the past, we use nita 90 nita. And even though you don't say this, although 90 then the listener will understand it is the past, because the bus always leaves at 2. Let's say you say this to me at 2 or 4 p.m. Okay.
Would you
Then-
say
So in that context, what does nitak actually
Nitak.
mean?
Nitak is afternoon or evening.
Yeah.
It shows the PM.
would you use 1400 hours? Do you use the 24-hour clock?
Ah, no.
No.
We
Okay.
don't. But some people might understand, but a lot of people don't use the 24 hours
Okay.
because we have to how do we say we have to calculate
Yeah, that's why I don't use it either.
extra work.
Have to get your fingers out and start counting.
So the AM, like from 1 to 12, we say Jingsang, Jingsang. After 12, from 1 p.m. to 12, we say Nitak, Nitak. Nitak and Jingsang. That's it. Morning, okay. Afternoon, there's 2 parts. Okay, so the bus leaves at 2 p.m. Right. If you want to make that a pass, you can say the bus left
Yeah.
Okay.
at 2 p.m. Yes, it is also correct. But in Teizang, the same. Motor na ini apa?
Okay.
Mhm.
Topa ni siang ong paitonge.
Yes, this is the future. Then I
Garlic bread.
come on, let's say,
Monday.
Lord's Day, right?
Mhm.
Then looking at this, we can understand that this sentence is about the future. That's why we say jiang. Okay? 都把你降.
For some reason, I had you will come on Sunday. Sorry, a question. Will you come on Sunday?
Oh.
No.
Will you come on Sunday?
I had the same problem.
I said, will you come next Sunday? Is that how I translated it?
Will you come is like this.
Tom.
侬不迎呀.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
侬不迎呀.
It's that
Tong
Tom,
A
isn't it?
So I think you see, I will would be, you will end like this, tong A. Then if you start with you will in Teizang, you end with to they. If he or she will, it ends with to A. If you start with they will, then in Teizang, to A.
And we is Tom.
Oh.
We will. Tom.
We will would be to A. A. Tong A. To A. To A.
And we will in question.
Oh,
We shortened
will?
it, didn't we, to TAWN?
no.
In the question, where was it? 3.
Uh-huh.
When we said Tonge, we will meet at the church tomorrow. It was
Tong.
Xinjiang.
Give me tong A. Tong. Not tong.
TAWN.
No.
G.
G.
G. Yeah. Tong
Yeah.
A. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
To. We connect the sounds. Dong, 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 like this. Do um. You contract or you connect the sound and it becomes dong.
Yeah.
So if you want to make it like in question, if you start with will you, then in Teizang, na, in here, or nong, in here. Do you know why we use nong? Because you to me shows direction. So let's say, will you buy? Then simply na lei in here. But will you come? When I say will you come, then I will be there before you, and then you will come later to me. Then nong by in here. Not the simple na, but nong is to me, towards me. Let's say, will you wait for me? Then you to me, okay? The action is from you to me or for me. Then we use nong. Wait is ngak in here. Ngak in here. Will you wait for me? Tony, do you remember this nong, the use of nong and ong? Nong.
I remember it, but it's always testing for me.
Yeah.
And I can see nong easily because it's na ong effectively put together. Yeah.
Good idea. Okay.
That's helpful, that, Tony. Thank you.
Can you say it again?
I just see it like na and ong together, nong. So that's the U bit for me, but I still always getting it the wrong way around.
The action, if the action is coming to you or for you, then if the subject is you, okay, you and to me, for me, use nong. You, will you come? I'm already here. You have to come from there to this place to me. So we use nong bai ying ya. Let's say when somebody say this to, will you marry me? Then you to me, okay? No. Then bit, yeah. Then bit is marry. You marry me. Then being, yeah.
I think it's just a construction we don't have in English at all. We never never have that as a problem. So it really has to make me think.
That's why I usually say it's very difficult to explain in English, because this kind of construction is what you don't have in English.
Yeah.
Will you go? It's very simple. No me, no direction to me is included. That's why we simply say na bai ying ya. Na bai ying ya. Will you go? Not to me, okay? But will you come is to me. it has a meaning to me. That's when we use nong. But where you go, the direction to me is not included. That's why na is used.